Hey friends, thanks for tuning in. This is a podcast where I speak on feelings, sex, friendship, and whatever else makes you uncomfortable. Join me on my journey as I give you something worth listening to. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, good evening, whichever time you're listening to this, thank you for coming back. It's very much appreciated. I know I say the same thing every week, but again, get used to me saying fucking thank you, and I appreciate you because, bitch, you are being appreciated. So the past 2 or 3 weeks, I've been into this dating app. It's called BLK. It's cool. I don't really have dating app experience, so I'm not really sure how to differentiate this from the rest, swipe right, swipe left if you're interested or if you're not. My point bringing all this up is that I've been getting a lot of messages from guys. The attention is cool. It's not something I dwell on for long because then there's no respect. What do you mean there's no respect? What I mean is these guys, they all say the same things, it has something to do with your face, your ass, physical features they're focused on. So when I get messages and they're like, hey beautiful, or what's up queen, how's your day going? Beautiful and queen, those once had value to them. Those words don't have value to them anymore in my eyes because it's another pickup line. Attention, it feels good in the moment, but respect is something that lasts forever. Let me explain. I had this friend back in middle school and high school, and everything she did was for attention. Anything, it was just geared towards a man's attention, or not a man because we were children. So towards a boy's attention. Anytime she got that attention, she felt great, she was the star of the motherfucking show. But the problem was that those guys did not respect her. Yeah, they will fuck with you because you're putting titties in their face, but they're not gonna treat you more than just the titties in their face. The way that a male talks to you, the way that he carries himself around you, says if he respects you or not. Now, don't get me wrong, attention is always nice. It's always flattering. It's good to know that you got it like that. But don't let a man's attention be your main focus. I was on both sides of the fence on different times, or in different times of my life. High school Kendra, I was so sure of myself. I wanted, when it came to dating, I wanted a man to ask me the right way. I wanted him to meet my parents. I wanted him to come pick me up. I wanted him to drop me off, hold the door as you should. And as time went on, I was like, okay, maybe I have way too much expectations for anyone. Maybe my expectations were way too high for anyone to even compete with them. And again, the same friend, I had her in my ear you need some dick or you need to lose your virginity. I was one of those fairy tale, low-key still am that fairy tale type bitch where no, I'm not just gonna have sex with anybody. I want him to be my motherfucking Prince Charming, bitch, and nobody underneath that expectation was worthy of me. I thought that, wow, you have these expectations that no one is going to be able to meet. Or it's maybe that's why no one has stuck to you yet, because you high maintenance type bitch, you know? So I lowered them. Who the fuck told me to lower them? I don't know. But I lowered them and I started dealing with people, and I knew myself. I was not that bitch to put up with no shit. I told you 3 times and I was gone. I'm still like that. But it was more stern back then. What I count as bullshit is if you are doing something you know you're not supposed to do, but yet you choose to do it anyways, and then you come back with some bullshit half-ass apology. Oh, I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. No, because you know better. You know that this would piss me off. You continue to do it anyways. And then you come back like you didn't know what you were doing would piss me off. But then, yeah, I have to be forgiving and I don't have a right to be angry or none of that. I have to just let it go. During that time, I started trying to fit myself into the mold that people had for me. There was this guy I was dealing with, and he thought I was too emotional, quote unquote. I don't think I was too emotional. I think he wasn't as in touch with his emotions as I am. Now, don't get me wrong, I am emotional. A bitch is highly sensitive. But he was not as in tune with his feelings or projecting them as I am with mine. I try to show less emotion. I try to not be into him as much or into the situationship as much, because I was afraid like my emotions would like push him away, or me showing how I truly feel or speaking on how I feel would push him away. Point is, I hid my emotions because he was uncomfortable dealing with them. Didn't work. You're probably like, bitch, why you said all this? But because to show you that I thought that if I wasn't exactly what they wanted at all times, I would lose their attention. Looking back, people who care about you care about what you feel, and they respect what you have to say when you tell them. So the fuck what? If I want to fucking speak on my emotions, you're supposed to be there and want to fucking help me deal with them or help me process them. Now, I'm still working on going back to being the high school Kendra with the high standards and not giving your time and attention to anyone who's not worth it. Because that's how you have to be. Just because you think your standards are too high doesn't mean that they actually are. Male attention is cool. The right male attention is even better. Most of them just want to touch your kitty cat and fucking break your heart. So, from my experience, reiterating my experience, just ladies, go for the respect. It feels so much more better than the 5-second attention. Same attention he'll give to you, he'll turn around and give the next bitch. But that respect that he's gonna give for you lasts a long time. Especially if you don't do no shit to fuck it up. I be trying to make these episodes longer. I swear I do. It's just by the time I'm done editing everything out that I go off on tangents about, it's literally 10 minutes, all of it. It's so hard to like keep a conversation going alone and not having anyone to piggyback off of. But I'm trying. I'll try and get more topic. I appreciate you coming back. Thank you for listening. Tell your friends, even tell your motherfucking parents. I literally don't care. I need you guys to keep listening and stick it out with me along this motherfucking journey. Thank you for tuning in. I will speak to you all next week. And I hope I gave you something worth listening to.